Hi there and welcome to my channel again. I'm happy you're watching. Today I'm going to be talking with you about zero waste materials, which items you can use in your art journal and which are my favorite ones. I've also done this with the students who visited my studio and they're always here on Wednesday. So I will also show you their results. So stay tuned and make sure you watch it till the end. And first, I will be showing you some of my favorite things that I often use, and these are in 4 categories. One, this is the fabrics, things you can find in your hardware store. Then I have a lot of packaging material, old books and what you can do with them. And I have some wonderful 3D items. I will also show you what I am doing with that, but maybe you can already see what I've done with that. So let's start with the fabrics. The first thing I show you is fabric. I am really a fan of using fabrics in my work. And some of these are from, well, old clothes, a carpet that we had in the camper. And it has lovely patterns, and those are from Indian saris. So it's very lovely to use these thinner pieces of fabric because it's really wonderful in your art journal. I also love the side of this one. And well, I got a lot of these, well, embroidery things. I adore that. And sometimes I have a thicker part, and then mostly I cut out a piece of the page and then I use a pocket of jeans or something thicker, but I need to make some space, otherwise it's getting too thick. But I really love using this one. Another embroidery thing, and I also ask friends, and I have a friend who has second-hand clothes shop, kind of thrift shop, but just for clothes, and she saves things for me with holes in it, so I use these ones. I also have a rope. It was around a bunch of flowers, so I keep all kind of things to put in my art journal, and these are things you can use directly in your art journal. I'm also a fan of book pages, and I love using them in different languages. This is a French one, and often you can find these ones for free or almost for free in small libraries in the Netherlands. They are everywhere in the street. They could be anywhere, and it's lovely. You have to put another book in. So most of you have books that you are finished with and you don't want to read it anymore, and you just take out another book. I really love the yellowed edges of the page, and what I often do is put some paint on it. I do it very watery so the text is still coming through. I also love sheet music like this one. And here I have, well, I thought this was wonderful to use this label. Maybe I don't want to use this, but I really loved this part of the, well, the edge or the shapes of it. I really adore that. And this is something I used for my latest, one of my newest art journal pages. This is the map of France. And here we, these are all places or spots to do for just one night with a camper. These are all camper spots for one night, and you can stay at farmers, at artist house, or other, well, people who have a camper. So this is lovely, but I love using the maps. And this is the category things I have from the hardware store. And these are some color swatches. You can pick them out when for free when you want to paint your wall. You can just check out if this color matches with your furniture and other stylish things. So I especially love the names. So this is about, and this is I can't read this, longing, and well, the names are really crazy. Mocha. The only thing that I don't like is that they're a bit shiny, but you can put some gel medium over it, and sometimes I paint over it, but I really love the impression of one color that I want to work on a particular day with, and I want to have the name of the color. Yeah, this is really fun to use. What I always pick up when I'm at the hardware store is slices of wallpaper. You could also ask them for a wallpaper book, then you have a whole book with all kind of prints. Sometimes they are throwing them away, so I often ask, do you have old wallpaper books? And these are the ones you can pick up for free just with the color swatches. And there's a lot of texture, so you could put them under the jelly plate, you could stamp them. So it's great to have them in your work. So and this is a collection I created over the years, so I don't take that much in one visit. These are all kind of packaging things, and this is from a bunch of flowers, deodorants. This is just a paper bag, and it's great to use this. This is the packaging paper from an order of paint. This is from a present. This is, well, it's actually fabric, but it's the risotto bag. And this is the bag of the carton of the flour. This is the packaging material from the scratch thing we had for Pearl. And this was just a cat, and I cut it out and made a template of that. And then I have something which I really love, thin paper. The thinnest paper you can get almost is from a tea bag. So what you do is, I'm going to make a little mess, and then you open it on one side. I try to make not that much mess, but you open it and you put it in a bowl or whatever until everything's out. Oh, I have to open this one too. You can also use the rope and the label. Now wait till everything is out, and then I first dried this one, of course, and then you open it carefully, because it's double and it's a bag, so it's double on this side too. I hope I can open it. I never used these kind of bags before, but it's really lovely to see that there's so many variation in how tea brands make their bags. So this one is quite thin, and it's broken, but it is not really a problem. I use these ones very much, and it's not, well, I don't mind that there's still some tea in it. I use the outside of it, so this is really lovely to use. It's also lovely to draw on, to paint on a little, but it's not necessary that you paint on it. I just love the yellowed color of it. It differs also what kind of tea you have. If you have rooibos, for example, then it's getting red. So it's wonderful. I also have these ones. These are the color catchers. It's preventing your, it's for your laundry, preventing the colors go into the white things you want to have. So it's taking out all the colors in your fabrics in your laundry, and it goes all into this paper. And I don't know if it's really good or well, but it works. And what happens is this will get a little brown and it's getting nice patterns, especially when you leave the folds like this. And I will show you later on in my book how it looks like after the wash. And you have to dry it just like with the tea bags. It's kind of the same. Dry it and see what you can do with it. It's really great. Finally, I have some 3D things for stamping. And you know what I've done with this one, but I will show you in my book. And this one is a really nice one. It's also having another shape because I used it so often. This was, I think, from a box we had our IKEA cupboard in, wardrobe. This was from the box we had our IKEA wardrobe in, and I have just two pieces of that. I didn't know this would be the effect, and because I used it over and over, some holes are filled with paint forever. On this side too, I have, luckily enough, I have another one. This is a box of, I think there was pizza in it, or it was a pie. I don't know it anymore. I think it was a pizza box. We bought it in Spain and I said, this pattern is really wonderful. I put it underneath or upon the jelly plate, and this is the result of the pizza box. So sometimes it's crazy, but there are wonderful patterns to use in all kind of stuff. For example, this egg carton, which is already a nice thing, nice color, but I really love the stamping effect of that. So these are kind of my favorite things. And now I'm going to show you my art journal spreads. As I told you, we did this assignment for the weekly art journal session in my studio. And what we did, I told students a week before the lesson, I told them to collect some things and think about each time you walk to the dustbin and you're about to throw things away, ask yourself, can I use this in my art journal? Or could maybe someone else use it in her journal? I have no male students, so I asked them to collect those things and take them to the lesson. So they did, and they had all kind of wonderful things they took with them. Like this piece of moss, it came from Machteld. This was from a magazine that Anki had with her. This was from the second-hand clothes shop. And well, some things I had just here. And this is from my book of France, the campus spots. And Anthony was away and I was just thinking of him, and I thought it would be nice to have a piece of the map in the part of France where he was at that particular moment. So that was really lovely. This, maybe you recognize this one too. This is the flower bag. And here's just a part of the packaging paper. You see, I put a little paint on it This is stickers, a book page. The background I created with acrylic paint like I usually do. I have some new things going on in my art journal process, and that's writing. But I will come back to that in another YouTube video later. But this was so much fun to do that I did this on almost each page that I'm going to be showing today. But it's really lovely. This is a little well, what you also have from sugar bags. This is from salt from Iceland, so that's very nice. This is a fern that was used in a jelly plate workshop, and this page was already there, so I just created some flowers out of those. So this is no zero waste at all. This is just what it is. On the next page, I used completely other things, completely different. There are still some parts of a magazine like this one. And this is from, both of those are from a palette knife workshop. And here, oh, this is also from a magazine, the one from Anki. And this was the tea someone of the students was drinking. This is also tea, where the tea is in. Tea paper, how do you call that? I don't know. And here is the thing that was on my egg carton. It was from Yvonne. It's called kipster. Kip is chicken in Dutch. And this is my stamp. So I do like this, and then this was a box from the croissants from France. This is a grocery list. And this is the cutout from, or the rest space from the map here. So this is the part where Anthony is. This is the part where he isn't. So this was kind of a text about that. And I think this one is from Machteld, also jelly print result. So it's all mixed from all the people who had things on the table. We picked out the things we loved and we made a combination that's working out. And I think blue and the carton of the background of this page was really working out well for me. And I had kind of green accents because they were also on the map and in the tree. So it was really great to work. And then I still had some things that I haven't used. So I decided to create one more page. And again with an image from Anki's magazine, piece of fabric from Machteld, piece of fabric that was from an old, well, I think it was from an old bag. And here's a piece of wallpaper with a jelly plate on it, print on it that I really loved. So it's like this, but I found that the edges were too hard, so I changed it. I put all kind of things to overlap so that you wouldn't see the hard shape anymore. I put some paint on it. I wanted to be balanced and as a whole page that's integrated. Everything is integrated. I really find that important. Old piece of fabric. These were from an old bag, a paper bag that I had from Luxembourg. I bought trousers and these women were on it. This is a bread bag, paper bag as well. I really, I loved the pattern here, and maybe I have to continue it here, but I already like it how it's right now. At first I wanted to do something with a flyer from the secondhand shop from my friend. So here are still some sunglasses visible, but I put some brown paint over it and worked with the back of I think the back of a brush, but you could also do it with a stick or whatever you have. Carve some lines in it, and it's really an amazing effect. And this is a used color catcher. You see, I haven't done anything with paint on it. These were the colors that were coming out of my laundry, out of my washing machine. But of course not the text. That would be great if you have something out of your laundry and there's text on it. And that's a message from your washing machine. But no, unfortunately not. I did it myself. So this is a really wonderful thing to do. And I also used it for this page, the cat page of my Spain journal. There's a full YouTube video about that, but this is another one, and I haven't done anything except these dots and the text, of course. But this was already the pattern that was on my color catcher. And here on this page you can see I used a tea bag. It's a very organic effect and I really adore it. So these are my art journal spreads, and I want to show you a final thing. I am very privileged. I don't have children myself, but I'm very privileged that I have some children visiting my studio weekly. And this is from Eva, and she's already taking lessons for 2 years or more. And she really loves to create faces and clothes like dresses. So she was exercising, creating these kind of dresses, and she left her drawing with me at my place, and I said, "Don't you want to take it home?" And she said, "No, you can keep it." And I said, "Can I do anything with it for whatever purpose?" And she said, "Yeah, you can do whatever you like with it." So what I've done is give her a face, and I created a text around it about silence and about talking in circles. So this is, I still have to integrate it somewhere in my art journal. But this is something great if you have children and you can use their drawings, or maybe you have drawings still from your childhood. It's a wonderful thing. Don't throw it away because it's great to use them. Now I will show you the results of my students. So this was it for this week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I loved creating it and I loved working with the zero waste items. If I haven't shared everything, please let me know what's your favorite tool to use. What's your favorite packaging material? I think there's lots more things you could use. So share it in the comments. Give us little tips and ideas. And of course, when you start working in your art journal, when you throw things away, think twice because it could be the wonderful thing to add in your art journal. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel because we have weekly tips and inspiration. And I see you next time. Bye bye.